So in about 2 minutes, my new toy should be rolling up right at the end of my driveway in a very large trailer. Honestly, I don't know how he's gonna fit down this road, but I got a new toy. So this little canvas right here that's in my garage. I had a 992 GT3, not the RS version, and that's my fake digitalized signature. And I wrote this up. And I had my designer, my amazing graphic designer that's been with us for 5 years. He made this up, and I bought it only for my garage. I thought, hey, I should sell it on one of my websites, but you know what? I like the uniqueness of it. I get home to this every single day, and I miss my GT3 so much. The only reason I ever got rid of it was because the better version came out. I liked the 9. I never liked Porsches. I have another Porsche right there. I never liked Porsches until the 992 GT3 came out. The facelift, the whole body change, the rear end, the tail lights, the whole entire car looked so much better to me than the older Porsches, the 991s and earlier. And to be honest, I was like, it was just a complete switch. I went from a Ferrari F8 Tributo, sold that, and I got the GT3. So it was like, okay, I'm going from a twin turbo, V8 Ferrari, super luxurious inside, fast car. They're proven on the track, but the GT3 is just full on race car, completely different interior. It's more relaxed, it's more laid back. It's just all black interior versus Ferrari. You got all these crazy color options. So it wasn't like me. It's nothing that I ever had. It's nothing that I ever really thought I would have. And I was like, you know what? Let's get a 992. Right when they came out, the only people that can get them, order them, were people that put allocations in for them. And usually the people that get allocations for Porsche or Ferrari, you have to build a relationship with a dealership to get those allocations. And Porsche is very specific with who they give the allocations to. My Ferrari SF90 I did not buy, I did not spec, I didn't order that. I bought that pre-owned. So the only two Ferraris, all three Ferraris that I've ever owned, I've owned a 458, this was my first supercar ever. F8, I bought that was a demo car. When the F8s first got released, every dealership usually got a demo. That car was spec'd very nicely because it was Miller Motor Cars in Greenwich. It was their demo. So I bought that after they were done with it. Then the SF90 I bought from a dealership in Pennsylvania. Usually, since I can't get allocations on things, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna find the spec I want somewhere in the country, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna source it, I'm gonna ship it here. I'm not gonna look at it, I'm not gonna test drive it. Another fun fact about me, I don't like test driving or driving other people's cars. I only wanna drive it when I own it. I will say I have driven a GT3RS 992 before. I've never driven a 991, but I've driven a 992 for about 10 miles. It was Austin Huffman's of Valvetronic. Amazing guy, my best friend, one of my best friends. And he let me drive it while he drove my Turbo GT behind me. And he has buckets. And that made me realize, thank God I test drove it, because if I got this car that's about to show up with buckets, I would hate myself, because I had buckets in the SVJ, which were super uncomfortable, but nothing is more uncomfortable than the Porsche buckets. They're straight up. And I'm not the fittest guy, okay? I'm trying to get back into shape, but I'm not the fittest guy. The buckets is, I just want to be comfy. I want to be thrown around in the turns. I want to feel the car. Some people feel the car more when they're tight and they're locked in. And some people, like myself, feel the car more when it throws you around. If it's throwing you around too much, you know you're giving it too much sauce. Or you're just going around a turn really, really hard. Either way, I couldn't get an allocation for the 992 GT3. I paid $100 grand over sticker to get that car 6 months or so after it came out. When they first come out, obviously they're even higher than that. And this car, when it first came out, people were selling them for like $600,000, $550,000, $500,000. And it was just absolutely absurd for a GT3, a 6-cylinder. So I think that they are almost at the bottom, if not maybe 50 grand more. I'm gonna put a lot of miles in this car, that's the thing. I bought this one. This is a 2024 Turbo GT. I bought this 8 months ago with 3,000 miles. Another car I did not buy brand new, because these are just like the GT3s. They're a very high-end car from Porsche, and to get one, you have to get an allocation, and they just started releasing these in 2022. So it's a very new car, and if you're gonna get a new year model of this car, you either have to get it off the lot from a dealership that has your specific specification that you want. The only dealership that had the exact car I wanted, which was black, with the gold wheels, with the bronze little trim on the doors, carbon fiber, Alcantara on the seats. This is the exact spec I wanted. I put 22,000 miles on it already. So it has 25,000 total. And it's only been 8 months. So the GT3 I will drive just as much. So I bought it for 400,000, 395,000. The sticker on the car is 324. You guys might think I'm on freaking crack right now, but I'm just ready for my car. So it's dark out, obviously. I have a dinner meeting in about 20 minutes. My car's arriving 20 minutes before a meeting. So I'm gonna get in the car. I'm gonna go straight to the meeting. I'm gonna do a full overview tomorrow. First drive, well, this is my first drive, so you're not gonna see my first reaction. But second drive, you guys will get me tomorrow morning, only 12 hours after I got the car. The rest of the video will happen tomorrow. I'm just gonna show you guys the car getting off the trailer, and then I will continue the video tomorrow morning. So I'm walking on the back garage, just trying to put this tripod back there so it's ready for me to take my picture in front of the car for the thumbnail. And what do I see at the bottom of the street? That right there is my car. Who's your buddy? I completely missed the startup. Nice. All right. I'm just gonna show you guys the first time getting in the car. Oh, God. Shout out to McLaren Charlotte for having this car in inventory. Very hard spec to find. There was only like 2 to pick from in the whole entire country. And the other one they wanted too much, and it was a 2023. So I went with the 2024 for like $5,000 or less. So pretty good deal. Still 100K, 80K over sticker, but that's okay. At least I didn't have to wait 8 months, and I don't have to. That's the thing, if you buy directly from Porsche, guys, they make you trade it back into them. So you lose any potential of making any type of money on the car if it's worth more, but you also take the risk of losing money if it drops in value. But again, even if it did drop in value, market value, the dealer would also offer you less than sticker. So normally what they do is when somebody places an allocation and gets a car from them, not only do they make you register it in the state that you buy it in. So if I bought this in Connecticut, I would need to register it in Connecticut and pay Connecticut sales tax. But on top of that, they make you trade it back into them when you're done with it. So, and if you don't, they'll never sell you a car again. Custom allocation at least. So if the car's market value goes down, they'll give you less than sticker. If the car's market value goes up, they'll give you maximum sticker or maybe a little bit over so that they can still make money. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Good morning. I have quite a busy day today, so I want to finish off this vlog. Pretty unfortunate that it's raining outside. However, it doesn't look like it's freezing, so we can still drive a little aggressive. I have a ton of different camera equipment here because I want to do a nice little setup in the car so you guys can feel like you're driving with me. I bought this thing thinking that my car had headrests that have the stems, the rods, but the GT3s obviously don't have those. The headrests are one with the seat, so that's not going to be helpful here. 2 suction cups, and then I also have this little hat brim. I don't wear hats, but I will if it means having a nice POV video. Insta360 with the little clip on a hat. Fairlife, 25 grams protein. Is it 25 grams protein? 23 grams protein. So I have a few things to do today. I'm going to try and vlog this whole entire thing while doing my thing. So you guys are going to come along with a ride with me to do these things for the most part, I think, unless I feel like I'm going to end the vlog a little early. I need to go to Chevrolet right now. I got to be there in 30 minutes or so. I want to put down a deposit and put in an order for a 2025 or 2026 ZR1. And then I need to go to a golf club. I'm touring it because I want to start golfing this summer. And then after that, I have a meeting with a restaurant that wants me to become a partner. So I should be there by 1 o'clock. So there's a couple things. It's already 9:30, 9:45. So I have a few things to do. You guys are going to join me. We're going to take the car. Drove it last night. Drove it hard. Roads were very cold. And the car handled amazing. Bear with me. Don't get scared by my driving. We'll be okay. We're recording? Yeah, we are. What a day to be driving my car. My brand new track car. All right, guys, so we'll talk about the car later. I want to tell you guys what I'm doing to it. I also don't know exactly what I want to do to it. So I'll look at it and we'll do all that when I'm done doing all these errands. Ugh. Already got my Car Essentials kit in here. If you don't already know, one of my brands is this. Car Essentials is a kit that you can buy for your car. Sometimes these fall out. Gotta work on that, but comes with hand lotion, hand sanitizer, air fragrance, body fragrance, lip balm, and mints. So basically all the things that you might need if you're dirty, your hands are dirty, you smell bad, your breath smells bad, your lips are dry, everything that you would really need. This is what you should put in your brand new car. If you're a smoker, the only other thing that you need, which of course I have, is weed and a lighter. We're working on a smoker's kit as well, but for now, guys, the only one that we have is the Carcentials Mini. Go check it out, carcentials.co, and get yourself a Carcentials. We have them in 4 different color cases. They did chip seal on my street, and I bitched out at the town Public Works for doing it and not just completely repaving it, because this is the cheap way to do it. And you got all this gravel, these little loose rocks that are just flinging up, and it's been like this for like 6 months. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Guys, it's wet, it's cold. Hopefully the rain stops. So if the rain stops at some point, it dries up pretty quick because the salt really it just absorbs all the wet. So in the winter, when it rains, like an hour later, it's usually gone. Unless it's freezing and it freezes, but it's not below freezing right now. I think it's like 34 degrees, 39 degrees, so we're perfect. Once it stops raining, we should have some dry roads shortly after. Driving over the mustard, you're driving over the mustard. Yeah, you can drive over the mustard when there's no one coming in the other lane. Use your fucking eyes. People comment on my videos all the time when I'm driving over the mustard like this, and they're like, stop driving over the mustard, you don't know how to drive. Shut up. Use your fucking eyes, especially in the winter when there's no leaves on the trees. You can see around the turn. Like I can see on this turn if there's any car coming. And use your brain. If it's nighttime, see if there's headlights pointing the opposite way in the trees to know if somebody's on the other side of the turn. And always remember to move back to your lane when you're not sure what is coming around the turn or the hump. Like this, I'm in my lane right now because I don't know what's coming around. Use your fucking brain. I'm in the other lane now because I can see very clearly. Brain, people, brain. Alright, this is boring. I'm gonna stop the video right now. I'm gonna go to my appointment, and then I will catch up with you guys when the rain stops. If it stops raining at all while I'm driving, and I start driving really fun, I'll bring you guys back into the vlog, okay? But for now, I'm taking a break. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so the weather has not gotten better whatsoever. I didn't even think it was really worth it to take many driving videos because I can't really drive too aggressive in this. So I will do a new video when the exhaust goes on. I'm going to be away for a few days, and while I'm away, the exhaust is going to get installed. It's an R1 Motorsport full RSR system. It's a $20,000 exhaust system, and it is the best exhaust system you can get for these cars. I love Austin, I love Valvetronic, but at the end of the day, I buy what I think is best, and I will support my friends if they have businesses, only if I agree with their product and if it fits the criteria, fits what I want to do. So on this car, I'm doing R1 Motorsport. On my other cars, I have Valvetronic. No hate against Valvetronic, I think their exhausts are great, but on this one, we're going R1 Motorsport. So let's talk real quick about my plans for this thing. I think most people know me for doing all white out cars, all color matched. Hummer, full color match, of course. Most of my cars are color matched. So this one's gonna be pretty much color matched. However, there's a lot of black on this car between the carbon and just all the plastic. The wheels will not be black anymore. The wheels that I have coming are HRE, brushed face, polished lip. We're gonna lower it down a little bit. These are on coilover, so we can just span that spanner a little bit and it'll drop the car maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Now here is where I am not 100% dead set of what I wanna do. So I want to do all white, but again, there's carbon roof, there's carbon hood. The carbon hood is probably the biggest problem with a full color matched car, and then you have the hood just like this. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be full color matched. It's even if you left just the roof, if it had the full color matched hood, everything else being color matched would be like a big white blob. But now that we have carbon on the hood, that kind of throws a little bit of a twist to our plans here. Is this carbon? That's carbon too. Okay, so perfect. So I know this is carbon, roof's carbon, hood's carbon. So we're gonna keep the carbon in line here. We're gonna keep obviously the carbon caps as well. Legends Auto Parts, my parts website. If you guys need any parts for your car, truck, Jeep, SUV, we have over 10,000 parts on the website. And one of the things that we're starting to implement is 3D printed parts. So I hate that these are carbon because the new piece won't be carbon, but I might get them made in carbon. So what I'm doing is every car that I buy for myself, any car that comes in the shop, we're gonna scan it and we're gonna see what we can make better on these cars. So these have a really bad wind buffeting problem. And there is a company that sells this little triangle right here with a little wing on it to prevent the wind buffeting that you get when you lower the windows on these and you go really fast. So we're gonna make one of those, our own style of it, make it look a little bit better. Maybe you'll have them done in carbon or just sell them 3D printed and you can paint them to your liking. I mean, yeah, I would paint that gloss black. All right, so let's talk colors. I think this would look really good in white. I think. I'm not 100% dead set on doing this in white, only because the wing risers are right out of there. My old GT3, the 992 GT3, not the RS version, I did color match that whole back section. These lights would be super cool, painted gloss black, and just maybe mask off just this little ridge right here so that light only shines through that ridge, and then the rest of it would be, I mean, there's light that shines through that too, right? Let's see. You don't know unless you hit the brake. I'll look at that. We'll do something there. I'm not 100% dead set on this. And is this metal? That is metal. Okay. I mean, doing the rear bumper lower in black. What about... I'm just throwing this idea out here. Obviously, color match the reflectors. Tint the reflector first. Color match it. Mask off the little LED strip in there. So this little section right here will get masked off. And then the rest of it will be white with that showing in a tint, a black tint. Obviously color match all the headlights. I'll leave a little bit of black in these. My last ones, I didn't leave any black. This one, I will leave just a tad bit of black. So we're going with a black and white scheme on this one. Way less black than there is on it right now, but we're still nonetheless going with black and white. All right, so let's look here. This fin looks like it's completely separate from right here. I think they also sell LEDs that go right here. That'd be really cool. I gotta look into that. So this fin, does this separate? It does. That's nice. Okay. So what if I did the fin in black, this in white, this section, not including this, in white, and then this in black? At that point, it would make it look a lot more aggressive because you wouldn't really see the black from far away or at night, so you would only see this. It's gonna make it look like a much smaller side skirt. The only problem is I feel like this needs to be white to match this because it's gonna look weird with a split from black here to black there without a connection. So doing this in white and following it up here, but doing the little arm in black, that might be the better option. But now if I did white up here, I still wanna see this. That's the thing. I wanna see the fins. And if you do all white from far away, you're kind of getting rid of the look of the crazy arrow on this car. So if I were to do this white, what I would do is I would take the front lip right here, all the way up to the top, just the edge here, and paint it gloss black. So that when you're looking at the car from the side, or from the front, wherever, and you could see this, you could still visibly see that there is something separate there. Even if the sun's blinding this car and it looks like one big blob, you would still notice that there's something separate. Now, if I were to just do it on that edge, that'd be cool. But if I follow that all the way around and then down, we come into an issue where if you just cut it right there, the line, it's gonna look weird. So you would have to continue that. Or what we can do, the whole back side of this is black, and then it comes down, and then it fades out, and it follows this little line and stops right there. And then the whole front of this would be black, white, but the edges and the back, front side edge, top edge, this side edge, and the back of it would be black as well as this. I think that's probably our route. So front white, back and sides black, this piece black, this piece white. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right, front, whole entire face white, whole entire lip white, front valance white, or front valance, front air dam white. But we're gonna do the same thing we did over there. So this split right here in the back side, as well as this front edge, gloss black, the little arm right there, gloss black, and then inside here, gloss black. So you will still be able to see the detail on this piece because the front's gonna be white, but then this is gonna be black, and then this edge right here black, follow up on the side, all that will be black. So you'll still be able to see the detail of those fins. Okay, so that's figured out. That fin, front bumper, all figured out. Headlights, we know we're gonna do white with a little bit of black. These, I think that we should do black with the faces here in white. So follow the face right there, white. Follow the face of this edge right there, white. And then these little fins, do they come apart? Nope. Those can be black, gloss black. Okay, coming to the hood vents. Problem here is that this is a rubber gasket. That's gotta be taped off really well. So what if we did the same thing here? Do these come apart? It looks like they come apart. Okay, so what if we did these? I feel like they gotta stay black. What if we did white, black, white, black, white, black, black, white, black. I like the idea of the black, white, black. This face right here, tape line right here, come across right there, gloss black. Back side of this edge right here, down here, all the way up, white. These little fins, gloss black. We're gonna go with that for now. That's to be decided. All right, so we figured out everything over here. Decals, these are gonna come off. I don't think I wanna run any decals on the side. I also don't think I wanna run this wing decal. We'll get that's already black, right? Yeah, we'll keep that. Taillights are so small inside. They're clear lens, and I always say that you can color match clear lens on the inside, but there's nothing to color match in here. So we're gonna leave the taillights. Back bumper fins. I think we're just gonna follow the same design here because this is the same concept right here. So back side black, front face white, comes down here. This is where it splits from white to black. That little line right there. Black arm, whole entire rear diffuser white, black reflectors, gloss black reflectors. Rear diffuser, keep it gloss black. That would make for one perfect car. Porsche emblem white, keep the backing of it black. Or we can make the taillight look even thinner and make the backing white and then do the Porsche in gloss black. I like the idea of the white backing with the Porsche letters in gloss black. I think that's the way we're gonna go with that. Okay, cool. This back piece. All right, let's see. I think gloss black for the back piece. This whole thing. Arms will take off. Are these plastic? No, that's metal. Yeah, it's all metal. All right, so let's do wing arms in gloss black. But this is cool. These are two-piece. So what I can do here, I can have a lot of fun here. All right, ready? So we'll do the outside black and the inside white. The hardware on the inside piece, that's gonna be on top of, that's gonna be inside the white piece here. Keep that black. Hardware on this side, we'll powder coat the heads of the bolts white. And then the wing ends, I think wing ends white. Or, we follow the same design that we're doing on the fins with the edges black, and we do the edge black, inside white, or edge black and the backside black with the face white. I think that's the move. Yep, that's the move. Okay, this piece. What if we did the same thing again? Face of it, gloss black. I think that's what we're gonna do. The edge, gloss black, all the way around. Inside of it, white. That's a separate piece in there. Two separate pieces, okay. So would I have to paint that one as well? Yeah. Okay. So the inside piece right there, there's a little split. White on this inside wall, gloss black around this edge. Beautiful. All right, guys, give me about a month and this car will be completely done. I'm gonna throw the exhaust on it. I'll do another vlog driving it, first experience with the car, with the exhaust, and then we will pull it apart maybe 3 weeks later. I just wanna enjoy it a little bit bone stock with the exhaust before I put it in the shop for 3 weeks, because it's probably gonna take 3 weeks from start to finish. Color match projects, we can get done sooner if we rush them, but with all the taping that needs to be done on this car that I just went over, damn. That is, that's a little cheap. All the taping that's gonna be done on these parts, it's gonna be very intricate, and I wanna make sure it's done properly. So I'm gonna say 3 weeks to be safe, to get it done start to finish. We are gonna vlog it. I'm not gonna vlog it on this channel because, again, I am not gonna be the one in the shop. I'm not going to be able to show you guys start to finish. So it'll be vlogged. It'll go on the Lab CT's channel. If you look up the Lab CT on YouTube, subscribe to that channel too. That's the shop channel. All of the shop builds are done through there. But you will see this car again before it gets done in the video, driving it for the first time with the exhaust. Overall review of the car, absolutely love it. I am so excited to be back in a GT3, a 992 GT3 specifically, and I can't wait to have this car done and for you guys to see it. So thanks for watching, guys. Super, super excited for this car, and I hope you guys are too. Subscribe to the channel. Sound like a freaking retard, and I'll see you next video.